Disclaimer. We are idiots and our words mean nothing outside of the context of a stupid, dumb bit. Fuck off, FBI.
Fuck off, bitches. Oh, yeah.
Hi. Welcome to the Nice to Say podcast. If you've got nothing nice to say, come sit the fuck down. I'm Jaden.
Profit.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
We got a lovely set of fucking questions. I think we're just gonna jump fucking straight in. Let's do this thing, gentlemen.
Fucking A.
Right. Is that the buck? I'm going to take it. Now, there's a lot of factors to go into this, and I understand. But when it comes to your choice of firearm, are we more of the polymer Glock generation kind of guys, or do we still believe in that good old American full metal build?
So I'll be the first to say I don't really know much about guns. I know the shapes of some of them. I know how video game guns tend to fire, but that's the closest I've really gotten. I've shot a few guns before, but that's not really my jammy jam. What is the process for making a polymer weapon? Is this like 3D printing, or are we talking like just a plastic mold?
So, the way, from the best I can understand, gun nuts in the audience, feel free to correct me.
I'm gun nuts.
I believe polymer bits are all prefabricated, like pre-shaped, pre-molded, whatever, and then just slapped together along the line. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is a similar process for the full metal construction, but I believe that full metal firearms are probably more reliable, if nothing else. That in and of itself kind of makes a better firearm.
Oh, that's fair.
I feel like that's something worth looking up.
I was gonna start Googling, yeah. I figured I'd get your thoughts on things first.
So here's what I would say, and I'm not like too much of a gun nut myself.
Ugh.
But what I would say is I think that there's a lot of factors at play. So one is like cost. I think polymers or using polymer parts allows a reduced cost.
Very much so. That's what got the Glock famous in the first place.
Yeah. So I think that really helps as far as access to firearms, if that's important to you.
I mean, it factors, yeah.
I think also the guns are lighter.
That is a factor too.
You know, so easier to use, easier to handle.
Well, and
especially when you're talking about bigger guns,
right?
Having more polymer parts really takes the weight off and gives you, I think, a little bit of an easier time dealing with kickback.
So that's what Google just told me that brought this to my attention of a heavy metal build might help with recoil on account of being physically heavier.
Interesting.
So I was actually just going to mention that.
I didn't even fucking think about that.
There is a factor to firing a weapon where the weight of the weapon itself, especially where the weight is placed, will have a huge effect on how the weapon is shot.
Right.
That's why, especially when you see like these fully automatic, like your M249 saws and things like that, like your real light machine guns. They always have like some crazy heavy brake on the end so that the barrel just stays wherever the fuck
Right.
it-
Yeah. I mean, that
You know,
makes sense. But
like
that's,
depending on your
as far as I understand, that's more about preventing drift.
so that's for muzzle flibe specifically. If the weight is evenly distributed across the gun, it will overall help with recoil as well.
But my question is, if the weight is evenly distributed, but there's less weight, because like from what I understand, one of like the best guns that has like no or very very limited recoil is the Chris, the KR,
Okay,
and
so
that's polymer, isn't it?
I believe it is made with polymer bits, but the Chris Vector is kind of an exception in the gun world. It has a specific design in the gun itself that was made by the guy Chris Vector. It's like his specialty patented recoil mitigation design that even though the thing is spitting out at fucking 1,200 rounds per minute, it basically has no recoil, all due to his specialty design for the
I
fire
see. So it's
Yeah.
more about the design rather than it being lighter.
So honestly, the Vector is sort of an exception in the gun world, where that's one of the few guns that, even though it is rather light and versatile, especially compared to guns in its caliber, in its class.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, what
okay.
there's the question. Sorry.
But again, that's an
So
exception.
okay.
Now, there is a factor too, where a full polymer rifle, right, while it'll be lighter and easier to use, is going to have a lot more recoil. And you also have to worry about the factor of polymer just outright being softer and more susceptible to weather changes and
Well, and I
things like
assume
this.
wear and tear.
Right.
Because I was seeing a lot of stuff about how it won't fucking rust or deal with any kind of like humidity or sweating issues compared to metal. But it is a plastic based thing, isn't it? Polymer?
Yes.
Like that's by definition what the shit is. Like I feel like that would break down a lot quicker than metal if kept in the right conditions.
So
Well, I don't know about breakdown, but
like after
So
10,000
so-
shots, does the metal one wear down any different than the polymer?
so here's what I've got. Let me run with Google's AI real quick.
I was just playing there. Yeah.
Metal guns are not inherently more reliable than polymer guns. In modern firearms, both materials are highly durable. Reliability depends much more on the specific make, model, design, and maintenance than the frame material itself. Here's how the two materials compare according to reviews and expert consensus. Metal, steel or aluminum, has recoil management. The heavier weight of steel helps absorb recoil, allowing for quicker, more accurate follow up shots. Durability, steel can withstand incredibly high round counts over a lifetime and is resistant to heat. Cons, metal guns are heavier to carry and are susceptible to rust, especially steel, if not properly oiled and maintained. Polymers, high strength synthetics, polymer frames, carrying comfort, significantly lighter, making them much more comfortable to carry or for everyday concealed carry. Corrosion resistant, it's entirely immune to rust, sweat, and most solvents. Temperature resilience, they do not get as scorching hot or freezing cold in the hand as bare metal does. Cons,
Right.
because they are lighter, polymer pistols can feel snappy and require a firmer grip to manage recoil.
Right, because you're basically just fighting the full the physics of the exit instead of the physics of the fucking weight of the thing as well.
Well,
Right.
that's
So
interesting.
apparently polymers like more temperature resistant and more
Right, yeah.
resistant to like corrosion and rust and things like that.
Well, now let's be specific. It's temperature resistant on the outside. That I don't think they mentioned barrel temp.
Well,
'Cause I think
okay.
you
All right.
said
They
one
didn't
point
they didn't specifically say that, no. They do not get as scorching hot or freezing cold in the hand.
Right, I think at one point you mentioned that steel can actually put more rounds through the barrel for longer.
For a lifetime, not
Right.
in a moment.
Right. No, that's what I mean. Is so that would just translate to more durable over time.
Okay.
At least as a firing mechanism.
So shit says because I looked up, are polymer guns more likely to break down after time? And it says that the parts that handle the highest pressure and friction are still made of steel, regardless of whether the frame is polymer or metal most times.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that are going to be fucking catching everything on the throw.
So yeah, so I mean ultimately I'm not sure there's too much of a any durability factor. It doesn't seem like it's a big difference.
I feel like to take the school shooter angle, like the weight of a gun is kind of cool. If they're less weighty, I feel like that might be a little more.
So
weight,
that was gonna be a statement I was gonna make. I think on the coolness factor,
yeah.
like a full metal fucking
you
gun,
can't bink somebody
like
with a piece of fucking plastic.
Yeah, a full metal fucking like Colt 45 feels cool. You feel like your dick is bigger when you hold a Colt 45.
Well, yeah, because you spent more money for it. That's what capitalism wants from us.
So
No. It's the feeling of the gun. You feel like a big ass man when you fucking put one of those in your hand.
The iron on your hips.
So I actually had the opportunity to fire a 9mm polymer back to back with a full metal 45. And let me tell you, that 9mm was a step up from a BB gun comparatively. Y'all got some points because the weight to that 45, it wasn't even a 1911, dog. I just wanted to try a fucking 45, and they were like, "Hey, we got this guy." I was like, all right, cool, fucking, like, it's 45, right? Yeah, cool." And that bitch was so fucking manly and like heavy, and like every fucking bullet felt like you really could have just killed someone, no question. Like the 9mm, it was like, okay, we're doing shit, but like I played paintball with more recoil than this. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
But I mean, I mean, when you're firing, you do also get that feeling from a polymer 45. Like you definitely firing a 45 is firing a 45. Like that shit feels like it's gonna kill somebody, period. But
it's just like a punch coming down at fucking shit.
holding a metal gun
You holding?
is so much. It's just it feels cooler. You feel
I don't want to fire the gun. Don't really care for it. Don't really need to.
If you're
I just want to hold it.
if you're holding a polymer 45, you feel more like a tech nerd. Like you feel more like a school shooter.
Yeah,
like
You
like
you're doing this to get back at somebody instead of
like
just
you're like I'm going to use the most optimal technology in order to perform this act of evil. Whereas when you get a metal pistol, you feel like you're gonna say something to me, punk. like
hey there, cowboy.
like fuck you, motherfucker. This is America, son. You hear the bald eagles in the background. like the fucking American flag gets tattooed on your fucking nuts as soon as you grab one of those fuckers. But yeah,
So what do you think?
I
I
mean,
construction is the way to go.
I think with the lower price point and the lighter gun, especially when it comes to bigger ones, I think the polymer's the most useful. Like it makes the most sense.
If I
I
needed a
think
gun tomorrow, I'd probably go polymer. I don't really need a gun in my daily life. If I want something cool, I'm gonna buy something cool. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
what I really like, and I mean this is like aesthetic, I guess, but also I prefer I like, especially with rifles, I like the wood frame. I'm old school.
Yeah,
Certain weapons look fine with wood frame, but others don't.
that wood
Yeah.
frame's got heavy metal in there.
I don't know about pistols with a wood frame,
I don't
but
think they do that. The best you can do is like wood grips.
yeah,
What to
wood
say,
grips.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Like unless you're looking for some fucking Civil War
I was
era,
about to say
goddamn,
musket.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can find you some old like Winchester maybe that's got some wood on it. I don't know.
I feel like that's probably the coolest fucking thing.
Block 19. The closest I got. The fucking one dude chopped out of wood.
Man, how fucking like absolutely inefficient, but like you're in a gunfight and somebody pulls out a fucking like musket, like
I'm not
fucking,
fighting them no more, dog. Because even if they miss, they're fucking something up, and I don't want to be involved. Like, I don't even want that smoke, dog.
they've only got one shot. They've only got one shot, and that
I don't
shit's gonna
know.
take like 3 minutes to load.
I played
But
Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That motherfucker had 6 pistols in his jacket.
okay, yeah, if they've got 6 lined up, then that's even more that. What are you, fucking Blackbeard? What the fuck?
dog. Nah, they did that shit in fucking Dresden too. It's a sick idea. You just walk
Yeah.
out fucking fully loaded.
Yeah, you got 6 here,
Fucking
two big ones here,
yeah, 8 down
one on the leg,
legs.
one on the other leg. You're like, I'm
Make them
fucking
out of
ready to
polymer so
go.
it's nice and light.
Yeah, so polymer flintlock. That makes a lot of sense.
Hell yeah. We gotta mass produce them, man. You want people out here chopping wood, or are we 3D printing this bitch?
It's gonna explode after the first shot.
And you only need the one. You've got 12 more.
So the real question,
You're trying to make it zip. You just
so
want to
the scary thing,
Look at you pull back the Beyblade strip.
the
You
scary
fucking
thing,
fires the bullet.
the scary thing is now with the 3D printed shit
Just
and like the ghost
look into
guns.
the whole thing.
So
Well, no,
I'm
they're
very-
making them so that they're more effective now.
Yeah.
I will give you. I've been keeping up on it because I'm a little bit of a gun nut myself. I don't think they're anything to really worry about. Like, okay,
You
Let me
don't
put it
think
this
in a matter of 10 years, like they're going to start 3D printing with higher quality material?
check it out. If we even found said material to be able to make with, it will take so many more years to get the designs down, to get the proper mechanisms down, to get the shapings and everything right, to make a repeatable, fireable gun. Because at the point we're at, with the materials we have, and some of the most brilliant gunsmiths I've fucking seen, at least, can't seem to make one that does more than like 7 shots before you just make a new gun. You know what I mean? And that's really like high top end. Like I've only seen that once kind of shit.
You don't think like they can't just like make a single barrel shotgun?
So that's the thing, is 1 shot is the average. That's what most of these 3D printed.
No, but I mean like a
guns-
single barrel shotgun that you could repeat.
That's what I'm saying. Is that design doesn't exist? Those materials aren't there to make that happen. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, at least not that I've seen. I'm sure it's possible.
Because like a single barrel shotgun is like the easiest fucking design on the planet.
But you got to remember, these materials have to be able to withstand all of the pressure, all of the impact, all of the heat, from firing.
Yeah,
the
so
shell. You know what I
so
mean?
all so that's my point, is that the only thing is the material. When it comes to
I think
something
it's
like a
more than
single
that, though. I think it's the material, and I think it's uh, proper design. Because
yeah, but like a single barrel shotgun is, I mean, maybe I'm not on, maybe, you know, I've fired a single barrel shotgun. I've fucked with
right,
one. That shit is it's literally just a fucking
it's a boost.
barrel. It's a barrel with a fucking firing pin at the back
Right. No,
and a
yeah.
hinge.
But even that is very susceptible to melting, to breaking, to popping.
Right, but if you just change out the materials, if you just change
Right.
out the material,
That's what I'm saying, though, is we don't have that, and
I'm
I don't.
just saying
We're gonna
that
see that.
that's the
I don't think we're
well.
going to see that in our lifetime, dog.
You don't think you don't think they're gonna make 3D printers that can use high end materials?
Okay.
Not available to the public. Maybe military grade.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
that's a
we'll
good
see
point.
that, like in our lifetime as civilians. I think we'll see that 50 years down the road when they got something crazier like a fucking icicle gun that just melts and evaporates after use. You know, like I don't know, yeah. I don't think we'll see it. If we do, it'll be towards the end of our lifetime at best.
I don't know, man. The way things are going, like we're gonna have fucking robots like replacing us here in like 10 years. I feel like I
That's
feel like
entirely possible. But that's also been built up over decades.
yeah, well I
Okay.
mean
Okay. So throwing out that most of the high tension pieces inside of polymer guns are steel.
yeah.
The fact is, you can get polymide 6, which is what most polymer guns use mixed with carbon fiber.
Right.
There is 3D printer filament for it.
Right.
So you have the materials. I think the question is going to be, can you make something strong enough to replace the steel inside with a 3D printer?
Right.
Which
Right.
I don't think is there yet. I think you're right. I think
And
you're
I don't think
completely
we'll
right.
see
I
it
don't-
in our
I don't
You
think
could
it's
cast
there.
them, and that's
I
a
don't-
different machine. But I think one machine that does all of this is not a thing yet.
right.
I don't think
Definitely
it's a
not
thing
enough.
yet. I don't think it's a thing yet.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
just
not
saying
made for it.
I think it's something that's coming.
I don't think we'll see it in our lifetime, though.
That's
You
where
know,
we
I
differ.
mean, we could. Technology's advancing pretty hard.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I don't think we as a people will get to a point where either, because one of two things has to happen for that to be possible, right? Either we have to find a material that can be spun through a 3D printer and is stronger than steel and can make the shape we need for guns and whatnot, right? Or we find a different design that works better and is less impact on the materials we have now, and they figure that out.
Fuck.
What?
3D printers that print metal exist and are widely used in aerospace, automotive, and medical fields.
Yep.
But for firearms.
Well, no, but they can make it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can
That's what I'm
3D
saying,
print,
is that tech isn't there, yeah.
Yeah.
if you can 3D print with metal,
Well, and it is a different machine.
okay.
Because it's a laser that melts metal powder into a shape instead of a filament that
Hey,
deposits.
two machines and I can mass produce unregistered firearms. That's crazy.
You still have
If
to
it
come up
can-
with the design, and you still have to put it together yourself, and you still have to make sure that works.
if it can
And,
handle.
If
Yeah.
they can hit, yeah. There's still so much that goes into it. Dude.
Yeah. No, I know, but I don't think it's that far away, brother.
I could see like 30 years.
Yeah. That's fair. I think.
So like I said, not our lifetime, but
All right.
so we did a lot of yapping, but
So like 30 years.
I think
is the answer to the question.
long story short, while polymer does have its advantages, it's probably still down to opinion anyways. I don't know if there is a right answer, but goddamn full metal guns are just tits. You know what I mean? Like something about and let me tell you, I got to actually wield and use a proper M4A1 with all the fixings. I mean, everything from the vertical grip to the laser to the flashlight, this little fucking, I think it was a 3.5 times some kind of scope. Like, this bitch was nice, dude. It even had like a cotton mesh fucking recoil buffer pad on the stock. Like, this bitch was sexy. And the very nice man at the firing range decided to let us fucking youngsters fire off a few rounds. And dude, like, handguns are cool. Handguns are neat. Fucking assault rifles. There is nothing sweeter in this world than knowing you could cut down a tree from a football field away with this stick in your hand. Like, that is sick. That is so cool. And you wouldn't even sweat. It wouldn't be hard. You could just look at it, hold a button down,
Damn.
and that tree is gone. Fucking Ford timber. It's done. It's
Somebody's a little bit too excited about, ending trees.
No,
like,
it's
what
not
did the
about-
tree do to you?
It's not even
Fuck
about
trees.
It's about the power.
I don't
This
need
is
no
about-
tree.
This is about revenge. This is about revenge for when you fell out of that
You got
tree.
me all wrong, Pebbley.
Previous splinterings.
Yeah,
I'm a
this
hippie
is
at heart.
from when you fell out
I'm
of
just
that
a hippie
tree.
at heart who loves to fire off. Don't y'all want to fire off with me?
Yeah, but like I want to shoot a watermelon or something. I don't want to fucking destroy a living tree.
A tree was an example, you whiner. Jesus Christ, that's
What
not
the
all.
fuck is wrong with you? Why are you what did the oak do to you, Tor? What did the oak father do to you?
Apparently created this.
What did the redwood? Why do you want to destroy redwoods with guns? That's
Nobody
what I
wants-
want to know.
Oh,
put your feelings on
hail
me.
the Oak Father. Give us your sins.
No,
Oak
I get it, bro. I get it. I do. I love guns as well, but I'm more of a shotgun guy myself.
They're cool or whatever.
As cool as they are, there's a lot more you got to worry about when it comes to shotguns from the use side.
Well,
Like,
it depends. It depends on
are
what
you
you're
using
firing.
12 gauge or something smaller?
Oh, well. So the single barrel I fired was a 410.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's not bad.
And that's fun
Yeah,
because you could just one hand that bitch.
dude, I'm actually looking at. Have you heard of the Taurus Judge?
Yeah,
Dude, that boy's pretty sick.
that's isn't that the fully auto 410?
No. That's the revolver that
Oh,
the
okay,
revolver
yeah.
that interchanges 410 with 45 ACP.
Okay, yep. All right, yeah. I am familiar with that. There's
Dude,
also
that-
I want to get a fully auto shotgun. Not that that's legal.
I was
or
about to say,
whatever.
what you hunting there, Sam?
Trees.
Like Jesus.
Evil people.
You're gonna
President.
go full Luigi with a fucking 30-round down clip.
Zombies.
Fucking Christ.
It is for home defense and hunting. That is all.
Disclaimer. These are just jokes. I think ultimately, so I think you have two different function arguments. I think for recoil, you have the metal. I think for operating outside of firing the gun, you have polymer. I think coolness factor, you have metal. I think cost factor, you have polymer.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a 50-50 split.
But
So-
rule of cool.
Okay, so no, hold on. Hold on. I think we have a way to really, really settle this.
I hope.
Oh no.
If you simply need a firearm and don't care what it does other than put bullet out, polymer's probably
Get
fine.
help. No, polymer's fine.
Well, both
That
are
being
fine.
said, if you really want a gun, like an actual factual, nobody's going to question it or think it's airsoft gun, get full metal. Get full metal. It's going to help you with the recoil anyways. It's going to fucking look way better in the fucking Instagram photos you take with a ski mask, because everyone does that now. Just do it.
I mean, yeah, that's the coolness factor. You're just talking about the coolness factor.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of gets matched by the cost effectiveness.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a 50-50. You want something cheaper and easier to carry, get polymer. You want something cooler and that has a more stable firing process, get metal. So what is our second question?
God, let me see if I can find it.
Do we want to do mine?
Yeah, we can do that.
My question is what is the best cheesy one-liner in an action movie?
Oh shit! All
You
right.
gotta ask yourself one question, punk. Do you feel lucky? Well,
Do you, punk? Yeah, that's a pretty solid one.
I just think that one stands out generationally.
Dude, I am so warm.
It's actually not bothering me. This is pretty solid.
Pull mine out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I need my glasses.
Yeah. You're chilling.
Holy.
Father it. He's father.
I am computer.
Legally distinct.
Well, yeah, he's comfortable because his nose is sticking out.
Yeah.
You kind of look you look pretty cool actually.
Yeah, a little bit, man. You look like you're gonna hack.
Like
the
if those were
mainframe
like
for
if those were
Superman.
like big old shades, like that shit
old
would be
aviators.
fire.
Yo, I was actually gonna get a new pair with the rose tinted lenses because they're all super hyper fancy.
Yeah, the John Lennon glasses.
No, they have like the anti UV and fucking
okay.
polar lenses and da da da. Yeah.
But you got to get them as just straight circles. So they're like the
100%.
John Lennons.
That's a look.
I
dog.
fucking hate those.
If you
honestly.
can pull it, oh,
I don't think I
Dude.
can. I don't think I have the right build.
When I had long hair
You
and I
know,
wore
he's-
those,
Dog.
when I had long hair and I wore those, I looked like Ozzy Osbourne.
fucking bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say.
But yeah, so what's the best cheesy one-liner in an action movie?
I am Iron Man. I don't know, dog. I can't think of any now that the question's been asked.
Oh, back.
He will though.
So, all right. I'm glad you mentioned Arnold because he is the king of cheesy one-liners. And
Hey,
my
Batman.
choice, And my choice is an Arnold quote.
What you got?
Do you remember the Batman with George Clooney?
Yeah.
Where Arnold was Dr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mister even.
So there's two from that I think are on equal footing. One is just the classic. He pops up as Batman's trying to save the day, and he goes, "Hey, Batman, freeze."
Dude.
And that's like,
chills.
Just so perfect. Mwah. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
I've been meaning to watch those movies now that I'm grown.
And
I
then
have not seen Batman and Robin or Batman Forever since I've had an adult brain. And I'm almost afraid to.
It's not a good movie if you're trying to take it seriously.
I know I'm gonna have to get high as shit to enjoy it properly. Yes. Or enjoy it with friends.
Now, the other line I think is maybe the funniest one-liner of all time. And they're both from this movie. Where he's like, "You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age."
That's so lame.
Can I give an honorable mention to my love, my life, Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm thinking I'm back.
That's a classic. Another honorable mention is have you guys seen the movie Tombstone?
No, actually.
Okay. That, in my opinion, is the best Western ever made.
I gotta see it at some point. I've been putting it off.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And in that movie, there's a badass character. I mean, if you know history, Doc Holliday is like really famous.
Yeah.
But Doc Holliday in that movie is so cool. And at one point, one of the bad guys, Johnny Ringo, is like calling everybody out, trying to get a duel going. And Doc Holliday, just standing in the doorway, looks at him and goes, "I'll be your Huckleberry."
That's where that comes from. Okay.
And oh, so good. So good. So smooth. So fucking good.
I'm looking at a list of best one-liners from AmericanFilmInstitute.com, and one of them, number 85 specifically, is "My Precious," attributed to Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. A martini, shaken, not stirred. Fucking Goldfinger. I'm the king of the world, Titanic. These are not action movies, Google. This sucks, by the way. This here.
Well, in the top.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good one. When fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator, when he rams the fucking Predator with, I think it's like a spear or whatever.
Oh.
And he goes, "Stick around."
You really just love Arnie, huh? That's what this is.
Okay, but
who doesn't?
But that movie's fantastic. It is full of one-liners.
Dude, who doesn't love Arnold one-liners? What the fuck?
I do love Arnold one-liners.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
Yeah.
He's mid as fuck.
Like, no,
that's
is.
the part he's good at, because his stupid fucking face is going.
He is, like he's not a great actor. The one-liners are cheesy and hilarious.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. He's cheesy.
Generational gap or something. It's not fun for me. It's like if I could have fucking said the same joke in that situation, why the fuck? I don't know, dog. It's
That's
just
why
so
not?
lowbrow and like not fun.
You wouldn't have thought about it before they started happening.
Stick around. The easiest pun.
That's
Hey,
why it's
Batman,
hilarious. It's
chill
so
out
shitty.
as Mr.
No,
Freeze. Like,
the
come
point,
on, like,
Tor, you're not getting it. The point is that it's shitty. The
it's
point.
not fun. It's not fun for me.
Oh my god! Like you've never seen a movie that's just so shitty it's hilarious.
No, I have. It exists.
The Blade trilogy.
Yeah, I have quality control in this shit, man. I don't know.
The Blade. He just shoots Wesley Snipes out of nowhere.
I fucking love those movies because of how shitty and cheesy and ridiculous
There's
they
just
are.
Wesley
Dude,
Snipes.
he didn't
Wesley
give enough of a
Snipes
shit
catching-
about those movies to keep his eyes open for his last scene.
Wesley Snipes catching strays for no reason.
You gotta pay something, dog, because it ain't Texas. At least pay a little high. Damn, Wesley.
That's funny. What other fucking good one-liners are there?
Are you talking to me?
Oh yeah.
Anybody
The
else?
have you seen They Live? That no, you haven't seen that movie?
I'm not. I've got huge gaps.
This was all like They Live is like the classic conspiracy theory movie.
Okay.
Like every conspiracy theorist references this movie.
More than the usual suspects?
Yeah. No, They Live is like the classic.
Sure.
And in that movie is where you get the one-liner, I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, the first time I ever heard that was some Duke Nukem something.
Yeah. Duke Nukem referenced that movie.
Sick.
So, is it just jokes? Is that all one-liners are?
It's like
Just snappy jokes, or is it specifically in a fight scene?
it's mostly the snappy joke, but it's often done in like an intense situation.
Magic with a kick.
They fly now. No,
Yeah.
So like a joke, like it doesn't have to be a fight. It could be like right after you blew something up, or right after someone died. Like right after, like let's say like someone gets eaten by like a bird, by like a giant bird, and then you're like, oh, they caught that on the fly.
So instead of the best singular cheesy one-liner, what if we come up with a solid metric for one-liners?
Okay.
A solid spot to meet where we go, yeah, that'll be a good one.
Okay.
Are you trying to figure out a formula?
I think to make the most cheesy one-liner, it needs to be right after you have done something directly to another character, and it has to be referencing either the situation or the weapon you used.
Okay, then I think John Travolta wins.
Okay.
You guys have seen Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Oh, I blew his fucking head off.
I'm not mad at that.
Just like with the most chill, like oopsie daisy, I dropped the milk mentality. You know?
Yeah. The only problem is it's not a pun.
Yeah, it's not a joke directly related to the situation.
Like it is a great one-liner.
Oh yeah, no, it's a solid fucking line, and it's got some girth to it, so that might actually change our metric. So it doesn't exactly have to be a joke.
I think if it's a joke, it adds
Maybe
think
it's an observation,
specifically, here's what I would say.
a
I
snappy
think
observation.
I think
related
you
to human
specifically
actions.
get bonus points if it's a pun.
Okay, okay. So the cheesier ones are the ones with puns.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we're looking
yeah.
for the best cheesy one line.
Yeah. Not like epic one-liners, cheesy.
So,
You know?
okay, what about that little sound Jackie Chan does when he hits something too?
Oh,
He always does like a hand
Yeah,
wiggle.
but I mean, again, it's not a pun.
I think that's just physical comedy.
Well, right.
Yeah.
So where are we drawing this fucking line? Because this is a weird question.
Yeah.
Well, no. What do you mean it's weird?
This is a weird question. How are we making a formula for a cheesy one-liner? It has to happen naturally. Otherwise, it doesn't mean shit.
It's all written.
Well,
A cheesy,
yeah, it's written, but it's written for the moment.
Yeah.
but a cheesy
one-liner
one-liner, like
outside of the moment.
Well, no, we're just trying to find the best out. I was trying to find a better way to come at this question than just like, have you guys seen this one? Like, no, okay, well, have we seen this one? Oh, yeah, that one's good.
I think when looking at it, when you're looking at cheesy, you're looking at taking a serious situation and making it lighthearted. I think you're looking at taking a serious situation and poking fun at it. I think the cheesiness is added like when you add like pun, dad joke, something like that. I think it's got to be in an action movie,
No.
even if it's an action comedy, but preferably a pure action movie. And it's better when they do it thinking that they're being serious.
Yeah. No,
like
fair.
They don't think it's going to be funny or cheesy.
I like that.
And I hate to bring, and maybe this might be the winner, and I hate to bring up another Arnold, but Hasta La Vista Baby from Terminator 2 is like.
But again, it's not a pun, so it doesn't.
That's true. It doesn't get bonus pun points, but it does reference earlier in the movie. So, that might be an element. But yeah, no, it's not a pun, so it doesn't get bonus pun points. But I think that's kind of like a decent framework.
Yeah.
Is like we're looking for, they think they're serious, but they're actually being it's actually hilarious. Another good one.
No, man.
Another good one is Steven Seagal in what was that movie called? I think it might have been like First Blood or something. And he kills a guy, a politician, who at the end of all of his speeches always goes, "You can take that to the bank." And then Steven Seagal kills him and goes, "You could take that to the bank, the blood bank."
Okay. See, he had to take that extra step.
Yeah, like that.
That's referential to a bad pun.
Yeah, like that. So shitty, it's good. That's what.
I'm just a working man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
Jason Statham. Jason Statham is the bad pun guy or the bad one-liner guy of my generation.
Dude, and it's so funny. He is actually the line for me of like fun to watch cheesy one-liners. Because like
I'm just drunk, angry, shot every day.
Even his garbage where he was like a 1920s bank robber, I was so in for. Like, just because it was him, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think he just lets you know whatever he's doing, too.
Yeah. So Jason Statham for you.
I'm just a working man.
I'm just in the IT department.
I'm a transporter.
I'm just a transporter, too.
Electric boogaloo.
I'm
So
just
yeah.
a
So
transporter.
I'm just the crank transporter too.
Yeah, I
love
think
Jason
Jason
Statham.
Statham for you is Arnold for me.
Yeah, okay, so what if that's what we go for, is just who's the best cheesy one-line dropper?
Oh, I mean,
Keanu's
if
a
that
close second.
Keanu's fucking up there, dog.
He's at least top five.
Keanu is fire, but he wasn't part of that like era.
Hold on.
No, that's fair.
That's all he had to say, and it was bars. Like everything from Bill and Ted to The Matrix to John Wick. Like
that can't be.
But that's not the one line. That's a different thing.
That's just him and your boner for him.
I don't know, man.
The thing is,
that shit.
Keanu Reeves. So this is another.
I don't think
This
it's
is
the best cheesy one-liner though. He's got some good one-liners. He's got some solid cheesy ones. I don't think is among
beginning
them.
to learn.
He is beginning to believe.
So the thing is, and this might be another.
That's not even him.
This might be another question.
Who serves the best? No.
Which actor? Because Keanu Reeves is one of those actors that only has one face in every role.
He's gotten a second one recently, man. His dog died.
Like Keanu Reeves always looks like he's concerned and confused at the same time.
Concerned, confused, and contemplative.
Yeah.
It's the three C's of a Keanu.
That was the first time I realized he actually had range. Was he looked so deadly intent in John Wick, dude? Like,
but his
he really
face
had
was the
killer in his
same.
eyes. No, his face was the same. But you know what I mean? Those eyes spoke different.
Yeah,
and to me, it changed his whole time.
Keanu Reeves and Clint Eastwood might be the best actors of all time that only have one facial expression.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood is just like his mom just died. He's just like,
his mom died, and he's thinking about it real hard while pinching off a log.
He's like, I'm sad. I'm horny. I'm angry.
It's a good
I'm
day.
hilarious.
Sean Connery was up there for that too.
Was Sean Connery just one face? I feel like
my opinion.
I mean, I feel like he had like. Okay, again, this is another question.
No, absolutely.
This is something we should discuss on another episode because I feel like we could really go into it.
Yeah,
but
all right.
there's definitely some meat there. Yeah. But when it comes to one-liners, I mean, Clint Eastwood is also there for that. He had a lot of killer one-liners in those westerns.
Yeah, that's what that shit was for.
Yeah.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
That's why I'm only be one. God.
Like another one, and this one didn't have a pun, but it was in a Clint Eastwood movie. It wasn't Clint Eastwood, but a guy. It was what's the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. The good in the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. the random dude comes in and catches the guy that's considered the ugly, right? But he catches him in the bathtub, and he's like, and gives a speech, and he's like, I've been following you for years and years after, chasing you through this town and this town after you killed my family or whatever, and now I'm here to get my revenge. And then the guy in the bathtub shoots him in the head, like finds the gun, shoots him in the head in the middle of the speech, and he goes, next time, shoot, don't talk. Oh,
Yeah, no, that's great. That's
so
fucking
good.
solid.
But yeah, so like Clint Eastwood and his movies, I think he's up there for the top one. I think Sylvester Stallone in the Rambo movies
Yeah,
really, really gets up there.
he tried his
I
best.
think I think Arnold beats him just because so
Arnold's
many
the
movies.
Yeah.
So
he made
many.
his career off of doing this thing.
Yeah. Like really.
Looking
And then-
fucking giant and doing this thing.
And then I think and I also think Statham is up there. Who else? Who else is considerable?
I think Keanu's up there. He's got some good ones, man.
Yeah.
I think he makes
Like
the
I
list.
was bullshitting, but he really does have quite a few like actually good like that. I'm thinking I'm back shit when I first saw it, bro. Really got me in the movie theater, bro. Like that's
I'm
what sold
thinking I'm
John
back.
Wick for me was his like. I mean, they described it in the movie. Sheer will and determination. Like it's
Kill
awesome.
the man with the fucking pencil. Yeah. That movie, those movies were totally made for the cheesy action fantasy.
It was his vehicle into that
Into
world.
cheesy action fantasy.
Yeah.
Just I've got 12 guns and a hard erection. I'm gonna go kill the president.
Actually,
Like anyone who gets in my way. Like
fun fact: did you guys know that because of the John Wick movies, the U.S. Marines adopted the mag flipping technique that he puts on display?
That's fucking great.
Yeah,
The
I know that.
Yeah.
Keanu,
Where he flicks the mag out and slaps it
Uh-huh.
because they saw it in the
Sure.
movie and was like, "Wow, that's actually faster."
That's really efficient.
yeah,
Dude.
Keanu
The
created
guy
that.
put a lot of fucking work into those movies. Like we're fucking huge on it. So we've seen like the documentary bits and shit. Keanu Reeves put a lot of fucking time and effort into perfecting what he wanted John Wick to be.
And still didn't change his face.
It still didn't change his face a lot. I think the eyebrows are sharp and the stare is deep. But
Fair.
the down here didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I think the older look for the man helps.
If we're asking the person, I think I just have to go with Arnold.
That's fair. I think I'll eat there.
I
He's
mean,
just
there's
had
so
more
many.
fucking time in the game.
There's so many.
Wait, Danny DeVito. That's mine.
Yeah, it's a twins.
Yeah, him and Arnold. I've got to. I mean, I love Danny. Danny DeVito is.
I think he personally takes mine just because I could never get into Arnie like that. Danny's always
Dude, I swan to fucking John. If it ever turns out that Danny DeVito did something cancelable, I'm going to fucking do something heinous because I love that man in the most parasocial way possible. Like I love me some Danny D.
You know, I saw a thing about Danny DeVito in the creation of Matilda, and like he was
about
like,
how he took care of the child actress who played Matilda for like the
Yeah.
whole time of shooting because she was having parental issues,
Mhm.
and like
Her
even
mom
helped-
had cancer.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, her mom had cancer, and he like took her under his wing, and like he did a whole thing where he unbeknownst to the actress, he like set up a viewing of the movie before anyone else did for the mom while she
Oh.
was like, he set up a projector and a screen so she could see her daughter in the movie before she passed.
He just seems like such a fantastic, genuine, jovial dude. Like some of the shit that goes down in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That show that it looks like he's only on to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looks like he's having a fantastic time being a heinous person, and I attribute that to how good the dude actually seems.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he just
Also,
wants to
he was
be
one
a
of the
trash
first-
man. Like
He was one of the first people to endorse Bernie.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
see, I fucking love Danny DeVito. Dude, if you touch kids, I swear to God, Danny DeVito.
Yeah. No, if we ever hear about you being on Epstein Island, we're throwing a fucking riot.
Actually, he was
pissed.
one of the names that was definitely not in the list according to multiple sources.
Fucking, I love you, Danny.
He's fucking Phil from Hercules. I love you, Danny DeVito.
He is one of my childhood heroes. He's
All right. So what we can say is Danny DeVito is maybe the greatest human being of all time.
I really want him to be.
Arnold has the one-liners though.
he's definitely my
Arnold takes
parasocial
one-liners.
grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
it's so parasocial and it's not healthy. But I love fucking Danny. I fucking hey Danny.
I love fucking Danny DeVito.
I love fucking Danny DeVito.
I wouldn't mind.
I fucking love Danny DeVito.
I'd let Phil get in my guts.
There would be nothing sexual for me, but I would do it out of respect.
I would love to brag.
Look, if Frank wanted to do that thing with the onions, I'm down.
Yeah. So we incorporated 2 hot dog buns in a way that I just thought you'd find interesting.
He'd be a great guest too. Anyway,
Oh my god. Fucking in the stars, top of the Patreon. What's up, Danny D? Come bullshit with us.
I will suck your dick if it helps.
He'll suck your dick and I'll
Or I'll
watch.
disappear. I don't care. Whatever you need, Danny D. Please, Mom D.
Danny D.
Daddy D, please. Daddy DeVito. No.
Danny D.
Big Danny D. Oh,
Damn.
I mean, he's shown his backside in multiple media fronts. I'd smash it.
Yeah.
No weird.
All right.
Oh, fuck that.
All
do
right.
whatever you
Third question.
Yeah, so I think that answers that. We'd all fuck Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
So, can a human? I feel like all art is derivative. All ideas are derivative generally. At its core, there's nothing new anymore. There's nothing we could create that is wholly new. With that said, can a human make something truly new?
I love this question. And can I just start by off rip answering and leaving it at a hard yes. Yes, and only for the simple fact. Well, 2 simple facts, really. Evolution exists. Fucking eat that. So jot that down.
Jot that down.
No, evolution exists, and every single time in history, someone has said that nothing new can be come up with, everything has already been invented. There have been another 30 new things on top of that easy, you know what I mean? Or even hundreds that we don't know about. As long as people continue to evolve and continue to progress, especially in technological and mechanical fields, there will always be something new. Maybe it's something that we've heard about or thought about or, played with in a science fiction concept way. It will still be new in the way of how it actually works or what it does in the effect of.
Well, yeah,
the
pieces of the thing may be new, but I mean on like a conceptual front, are there new ideas happening? Because right, you think of a flying car, right? Okay, well, what things have already been built that can fly? What things have already been built that can hover? What things have already been built that can propulse while hovered? What things have already been built that and your brain automatically goes through everything that you've experienced and all of the research you've seen to create an idea, right? Like that's how our brains work is we take past examples and experiences and we form something new from it.
There it is, something new.
But is it truly new if it's based on?
So here's where I sit, right in between both of you.
Okay.
Come
on, baby girl.
Hey.
You got that David D backside.
Yeah, that got.
Yeah, we're not cutting that.
That's fine. Of course, new things are created, right? By humans. We create new shit. And I do think that is like a truly new concept, right? So like if I create a new structure for a poem, which like I have, then that is absolutely a new structure for a poem. If you create a new mode of transportation, that is a new mode of transportation. But nothing ever created, ever, was based off of something out of nothing. Because we're only able to create from a reference point.
Right.
So like there's a reason why planes have wings.
Right.
We saw birds. There's a reason why helicopters have a spiral, and that is we saw those little seeds.
Right.
Like everything has a reference point, and then now we've created a new reference point.
Okay. Well,
so like when I create a new structure of a poem, I'm only able to create that new poem structure because a previous structure of poetry existed. And before that, there was written word. And so they took written word that was structured in a certain way and then structured it into poetry. And then from a structured poem, branched all these different subtypes of poetry. And then from there, you create new. So
all technically derivative off of each other, but new.
But
I see that.
But
yeah.
Because it is a new thought, right? It is a new action. But in order to have a new thought, you have to be able to process thought, which is based off of language. Like nothing is independent of it. Everything is dependent on everything else.
Right. It's the same logical issue as the ship of Theseus, where even if it comes from the same parts of whatever, it is still a new vessel, or is it derivative, or is it just a clone? Like it really boils that question down to yes, it has to be a new thing. It is a new product, though it is derived of the same boards or whatever. It's arranged in a different manner, making it a different vessel. Like it's the same idea.
I guess it almost moves into like copyright laws of like how close could we get to like if you pull the fuck if you pull the cameras off of a fucking security system and put them on the front and back of a car, have you created a front and rear view camera, or are you just repurposing? Is it a new car?
Well,
if you add cameras
you're not creating a new camera. You're finding a new application for an existing thing.
So if you 3D print a hood and a fucking a bumper for your car that hold whatever millimeter camera that you purchased off of Amazon Bear, and then wired them to your fucking fucking screen console in your car, would it be considered a new idea, or is this just yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Obviously, the camera's not new, the wiring's not new, the hood of a car is not new, and depending on whether or not you 3D did you design the 3D printing, right?
Yeah, because I had to design it around the camera lens.
Right. Yeah. So if you designed that, then that hole and that application of a camera, that is a new concept.
Okay.
Because you designed that particularly for that. And that is your hole. You made that hole. No one else made that hole.
Danny D made that hole.
But you didn't invent the concept of the hood of a car. You didn't invent the concept of a camera. You didn't invent the concept of wiring, but you invented the concept of taking those things and putting it in there. There's a comedian, a British comedian. I'm gonna lose his name. Please comment his name if you know it in the comments. Where he talks about what is British and what and British things are the combination. They take things from other countries and then they combine them and make it British. Like they take a German lager and a glass from France and bring it together for a British pint. And so like it's that same concept of like every invention is the sum of parts created from other inventions.
Yeah.
Every thought, every concept is based off of other concepts that have been conceived.
Based on where the previous bucks stopped. Yeah.
Right. Because everything is referential.
Yeah.
All we are is computing information.
Right.
See, and the way I was picturing that was nothing can truly be new if that's all we're doing.
But it is new, because if nothing is ever new, then there's no difference between an airplane and a bicycle.
Right.
So
because there was nothing new. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything would be the same thing because nothing ever was new.
It's all just a tube of aluminum. Yeah.
So that was kind of my point when I said evolution exists, because not just like, the physical over thousands of years evolution, but also social evolution and fucking even person by person, just mental evolution will cause something new to happen because everyone's different, everyone has different ideas, different perspectives. Wada whoop leads to brand new concepts, even brand new. Like we wouldn't even know about the idea of gravity if it wasn't for somebody being able to come up with something new. You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
by nature, it's hard to stagnate in like society.
Right.
In
As
like
long
a
Well,
as
if
you're
you
social
stagnate,
environment.
if you stagnate, you die.
Right. It's difficult to survive stagnation in a social environment. Yeah.
like
Or,
there have been
or
studies.
even in an evolution, even in a not even socially, in a biological sense. If you stagnate, you die.
Right.
Well, that's
Um,
fair.
here's a
I meant
concept.
on like a
Right,
experiment.
here. So in your question, right? Like, can something new come about from the parts of old? Is like, think about it on a biological level, right? In evolutionary theory, um, to you start developing new species by mutations from previous species. When two salmon fuck, or do their egg
Do
spready
their salmon
semen
dance. Yeah.
semen spawn, right?
Spit on that thing.
Yeah,
Do it.
when they spawn
Yeah.
and they combine, each of those salmon and the combination of their DNA in the way that it processes for that sperm and egg, each of those salmon individually is something new, because then what they then spread on later will be different than what their great grand salmon gave to them.
Yeah.
So that's still something new, even though it wouldn't exist without all those other salmon in their past. They are the result of their former parts, but still are new in a new developing process. And that is the same when we think about concepts, thoughts, inventions, etc. The problem, or maybe not even a problem, but there is an issue with Western perspectives and Western thought, and what some people would call like a colonialized mind.
Mhm.
When we think about ownership of
Right.
thoughts, and we're trying to monetize and control particular inventions, that line of legal, what is a new idea, and how do we protect that new idea legally as intellectual property that you own as an individual, that line can become very blurry, because that's not how reality works.
Right.
In reality, we don't own the land, we don't own thoughts, we don't own inventions. It's all communal. I have an idea, I share it to you, you have now my idea with your twist, because it's being processed by your brain. And
Hell yeah.
the actual benefit should be, we should share all of our ideas, because if you take my idea and actually turn it into something, that just makes my world better, because now you've utilized my idea. But in the current system, in the current, you know, capitalist, Western, colonialist, whatever word you want to put on it,
Social view.
concept, I'm going to be fucking pissed, because that was my money.
Yeah, that was my thing. Yeah.
That was my way of getting from point A to point B in my life, and you stole my idea. Pay me, bitch. Right?
Right.
And so that creates a contentive force where we're so worried about, well, is this actually a new idea or is this just somebody else's idea? When in reality, it should be every idea is our idea. And all of our ideas are everyone's ideas because we are working together. We are one species, we are one community trying to survive and not die.
Fucking A. Preach, brother.
Seems like the right way to do things.
But, you know, I mean, there is no right or wrong, right? Like it just is, it is. But that's where you get a contentive between reality and law. What
Right.
do we protect as a new idea versus how our new ideas created? They are conglomerates of other ideas. Without Groucho Marx, comedy is different. Without Charlie Chaplin, nothing that we have today would be the same.
Right. Yeah.
You know, without
general,
Albert Einstein, we're living in a different world, but that doesn't mean anything I create now, I have to pay Albert Einstein. But without him, we don't do shit, you know, and it goes on and on and on. And a whole bunch of people, when you talk, when you look at,
German occupied if it wasn't for fucking Einstein and
who knows?
and
Who
everyone
knows what
else,
would have
yeah.
happened? Without the theory of relativity, who knows where we would be now?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just saying they were pushing outwards until we started dropping big bombs and shit.
yeah. Well, I mean, but you know, and
Russia
then
did
there's
their
other
part. Don't get me wrong, but
Oppenheimer. You know, I mean, there's so many people that contribute to any one idea,
right.
and then we try to just give it credit to one person, and it's kind of like we're operating against reality a little bit here. It's like,
Right.
you know, in the effort of making money, we're like saying, oh, this one person gets all the credit for this thing, when without the community he would have been nothing. Without Einstein's wife taking care of Einstein, there would be no Einstein.
Right.
Without Einstein's parents, there would be no Einstein. Without Einstein's professors, there would be no Einstein.
Right.
So his ideas are our ideas. Our ideas are his ideas. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I think I'm crazy. I think I've lost the plot.
See what you mean?
But
Yeah, I have to say, from one socialist brother to another, I see it.
Hell yeah. I think overall, I have changed my mind. I think that is a fair summation of how to look at this. That everything's already happened, and the only way to make more shit happen is to use the past.
Everything is new because it's derivative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are simultaneously new and derivative. There is no, it's not this or that.
Yeah.
Because without the past, there would be nothing new, but there absolutely is new, despite it being based on the past.
Well,
otherwise, we'd never move forward.
Without need, there wouldn't be creation, right?
Exactly. I mean, that's another way of looking at it too.
Hell yeah.
And if you go down that train of thought, you end up with a more conservative perspective, because you start determining, well, if we take away everyone's needs, then no one will ever strive for more, right? That's how they think.
Well, no, see, because there's always going to be the will to create through.
I'm not a conservative, but I'm just saying.
No, I kind of hate that point, because like humans as a species have always, since before written history, been a creative species. If nothing else, we love to create for the sake of creating. If for no reason other than bragging rights, people have been making shit like fucking weapons and wheels and name a noun for literally centuries.
So yes, to an extent we have creative, but we create to create. But
I
in
think people are
general,
inherently creative. Whether or not
but
they
in
keep
gen,
that is different. I
but
think people
why?
are
But why are we inherently creative? And
need.
that is because it's an evolutionary trait that was developed from necessity.
Right.
We,
I'm not saying it couldn't be purged out or lost, but I'm saying it is as it stands. An inherently
but
human
what I
trait.
mean, but like the main, like, okay, why did we go to the moon? Why did we invent all the shit that we needed to go to the moon? It was because of a necessity that was driven by conflict, right?
Right.
It wasn't for adventurism. It wasn't for just cause. We had the commies and we had to beat the commies.
Okay,
So,
but to that same effect, paintings.
I mean, a lot of times there's needs. Um, you need an outlet because you're depressed or because you're going
Right.
through trauma. You need money,
Right.
so that motivates you to look.
Make a
There's
name for yourself.
needs. There's needs that
Yeah,
beget the action. You wouldn't just do something without some reason to do it.
Right.
and the most common reason in today's day and age, today's society is capitalism.
Starving, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The capitalist drive, the effort to own.
Mhm.
Like, okay, but there's been creativity since before capitalism.
Yeah.
Right, but it's still
different.
based off of a need. It's just that our society. It's just that our
There,
society.
there are outliers, but I think they help prove the rule.
So like, if you go, okay, we're really getting into some weeds here, but if
Yeah,
you go,
we should save
Yeah,
this for a different question.
Yeah.
Because I
But-
think there's a harder nugget here.
oh, there's so many questions we could ask in this conversation.
Mhm.
But I'll just say this: if you go back to like pre-capitalism, like feudalism,
Right.
you had a lot less art because the only people that were really doing art were people that were connected to the aristocracy.
The Renaissance
Yeah,
was
okay.
a disposable income economy.
But again, that's a similar issue where I believe that problem was more due to access and
Well,
availability
and motivation.
Because okay, the fuck, yeah, no, this is another question because I
But-
could go on.
But what I mean is, it's mostly due to motivation because back then, the overwhelming majority of people were told you have to farm.
Right. See, okay.
So,
So I'm just gonna make the fucking point since we're still talking about it.
yeah,
Look,
go for it.
the two things that keep humanity from being inherently creative are social structures that are related to money, because I can't think of good words right now. But anything
Profit.
that will leave you destitute if you do not participate in the system is inherently a problem and inherently keeping humanity from accessing its creativity and time itself, because there's so many other things to do, especially under these fucking systems that not just oppress but hold us back, that I don't think there's even a thought towards creativity for centuries now, because there simply hasn't been a system to allow it.
Well, no, I would argue that capitalism actually does allow for creativity because what capitalism does,
Maybe in like an
Because-
industrial sense.
Well, because you've got to make your whatever stand out to sell it better.
before
creativity
before
might be needed to.
Okay, but then
And-
explain all this AI garbage.
okay, hold on. Before
That's-
capitalism, bef-
Right.
okay, hang on, bear with me, please.
Yeah.
My brothers in Christ. Before capitalism, the only way you would create was to entertain the upper classes, right? Because the only people who had the money to buy your paintings were lords and ladies, right? What capitalism does is it allows for more people to paint because now you can make money painting. So it allows for more creativity than before because more people have more money, which means more people can buy more paintings, which means that you can actually have a chance at selling your paintings for money, which then allows you to gain a resource, which is your necessary, which previously was a limiter on you being creative. Now you can turn your creativity into a resource.
If you become,
It does create a problem. It does create a problem, and where you're getting at with AI on the back end, because now once you make some money being creative with your paintings, you now think, how can I make more money? And it goes into industrializing your creativity. And when we go from capitalism, to the industrial age, because capitalism kind of takes hold in different forms. You have mercantile capitalism, blah 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 blah. Nerd bullshit. But you have these different types of capitalism. As they become more industrialized, you lose the unique creativity and you create a more uniformed process to produce art in order to promote profit. And
Right.
that is the bad part of capitalism. That is the part where we lose the art form. But before capitalism, it was even worse because you only had a handful of guys that would ever even have the time to paint because everyone else had to fucking farm. Everyone else had to deal with the plague outside. Whereas only if you were the second son of a rich cunt would you be able to sit there with a fucking easel. You see what I'm saying?
Think about the stars.
Right. Yeah. Thought was a luxury.
Yeah.
And then capitalism allowed us to monetize thought, which actually empowered us. But
Yeah.
now we're in
a luxury because I can feed myself and my kids with thought.
Right. So now
it's still driven from that priority in
right.
most, if not all cases.
Which now we've moved through society and now we're dealing with the negatives of that. So it's like, okay, now let's move on to the next step. But we can't ignore the fact that capitalism got us from here to here. And now we're stuck here. So let's go
I love
here.
you guys. I've had to shit for like 6 minutes. Can we please wrap this up? I'm begging.
Yeah, we've been going
Jesus
for
fuck.
an hour and 50 minutes. We haven't run out of naughty or nice shit to say, so I think we'll just have to turn this into later questions.
Of course.
I've been Jaden.
T-Dog.
Profit.
Let's get naughty.
Everything hurts. Hi.
I love fucking Daddy D.